So when can I better get this program you are talking about?
This program is here every Monday to Friday at 10 a.m. to 10:45. The program runs for 45 minutes.
Wow.
And guess what?
Wow.
We bring you hot stories of our trending situation within our country, Liberia. Imagine hearing stories from Hot Pepper newspaper, from the Daily Observer newspaper, from Front Page Africa. Are you a lover of Front Page Africa?
Oh yes, I'm a lover of
Front Page Africa, and the Women Voices, and a lot more. Not forgetting international news, BBC,
Wow.
CNN, ABC News. We bring you headlines from those standpoints.
Wow, that is very, very, very amazing.
So we say, join us every day on the daily edition of Inside the Print Media at 10 a.m. with the headlines of top stories in our country and the world at large on Focal Online TV.
A blessed good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you're watching us from, wherever you are listening to us from on our test broadcast. Welcome to the Focal Online TV. Welcome to the daily edition of Inside the Print Media. This morning we have varieties of newspapers in studio. We have the Front Page Africa newspaper, we have the New Dawn newspaper, we have the Daily Observer newspaper. Closing up, we have our international news, and our source for today is the ABC News. Kindly stay with me as I will be bringing to you the headlines and the news in details. My name is Greg Courage Park, and I serve as your presenter here on the daily edition of Inside the Print.
Hello dear, my name is K. Lyndon Toba. I'm in search of a platform where I can get credible information of our daily happenings in Liberia and the world at large.
Hello, Lyndon Toba. My name is Greg Courage Park. Haven't you heard about Focal Online TV?
You say Focal Online TV?
Focal Online TV is located within a Tobo village community along the Japanese highway.
Tell me more about the platform.
This platform, called Focal Online TV Daily Edition of Inside the Print Media, does not encourage any form of dialogue between the viewers and the presenters.
Oh, you mean nobody calling there?
No, you can't call on a show. Let me talking out like with no calling there. So all you can do is you will listen to the news, and they can also encourage you to buy the newspaper to listen to the news in details.
But do you do viewer recognition at times?
Oh yes, we do viewer recognition. When you are watching, we notify you, and sometimes we even appreciate you on a show, telling you thank you for always following us. We also encourage you to share the live stream, because the more you share the live stream, we transform and we transition ourselves as a broadcast team as well.
Wow. So when can I better get this program you are talking about?
This program is here every Monday to Friday at 10 a.m. to 10:45. The program runs for 45 minutes.
Wow.
And guess what?
Wow.
We bring you hot stories of our trending situation within our country, Liberia. Imagine hearing stories from Hot Pepper newspaper, from the Daily Observer newspaper, from Front Page Africa. Are you a lover of Front Page Africa?
Oh yes, I'm a lover of
Front Page Africa, and the Women Voices. And
Welcome back, folks. Welcome back to the daily edition of Inside the Print Media with your news presenter, Craig Finn and Courage Parr. This morning we have the Daily Observer newspaper. What is in the print this morning? Enfield enhanced surveillance to combat mpox outbreak. Enfield enhances surveillance to combat mpox outbreak. This is from the Daily Observer newspaper. The next top headlines is important for us this morning, so we will be diving into the next headlines on our news platform. More rape cases on fourth judicial court's docket. More rape cases on fourth judicial court's docket. This is from the Daily Observer newspaper. We will quickly run down to the New Dawn newspaper for updates. Koji urges dismiss employees to seek asylum. Koji urges dismiss employees to seek asylum. The New Dawn newspaper. Koji urges dismiss employees to seek asylum. Another top story here in the print this morning from the New Dawn newspaper. WAEC employee in court for exam fraud. WAEC employee in court for exam fraud. This is important, and we will move quickly to the front page Africa top stories. Significant damage to Rabat International Airport runway. Lights as Air Morocco flight near misses runway. Significant damage to Rabat International Airport runways. Lights as Air Morocco flight near misses runway. This is from the front page Africa newspaper. This is what is happening in our country, Liberia, folks. Lastly, on our news feed this morning, on the front page Africa newspaper, another interesting top story. Yeah, under the front page Africa newspaper, another interesting top story is from the Asada Liberia donates 40 feet container of medical supplies, Grand Bassa County. Asada Liberia donates 40 feet container of medical supplies to Grand Bassa County. This is how we take a short break, folks. When we get back, I fill you in on the happenings within our country, Liberia, and the world at large with the news in details. Kindly stick and stay with me as I will be right back.
Hello, dear. My name is K. Lyndon Toba. I'm in search of a platform where I can get credible information of our daily happenings in Liberia and the world at large.
Hello, K. Lyndon Toba. My name is Craig Finn and Courage Parr. Haven't you heard about Focal Online TV?
You say Focal Online TV?
Focal Online TV is located within a Tobo village community along the Japanese highway.
Tell me more about the platform.
This platform, called Focal Online TV Daily Edition of Inside the Print Media, does not encourage any form of dialogue between the viewers and the presenters.
Oh, you mean nobody calling there?
No, you can't call on a show. Let me talking out like when we're no calling there. So all you can do is you will listen to the news, and they can also encourage you to buy the newspaper to listen to the news in details.
But do you do viewer recognition at times?
Oh yes, we do viewer recognition. When you are watching, we notify you, and sometimes we even appreciate you on a show, telling you thank you for always following us. We also encourage you to share the live stream, because the more you share the live stream, we transform and we transition ourselves as a broadcast team as well.
Wow. So when can I better get this program you are talking about?
This program is aired every Monday to Friday at 10 a.m. to 10:45. The program runs for 45 minutes.
Wow.
And guess what?
Wow.
We bring you hot stories of our trending situation within our country, Liberia. Imagine hearing stories from Hot Pepper newspaper, from the Daily Observer newspaper, from front page
Welcome back, folks. Daily Observer newspaper says Enfield enhances surveillance to combat mpox outbreak. The National Public Health Institute of Liberia, Enfield, has announced plans to enhance surveillance and strengthen its outbreak preparedness in response to the mpox outbreak in Africa. The Africa Centuries of Disease Control and the World Health Organization (WHO) declared mpox, commonly known as monkeypox, a public health emergency of continental security (PHECS) for the second time in 2 years following an outbreak in the Democratic Republic of Congo that is spreading rapidly across Africa. Mpox was first declared a health emergency in 2022. In a release signed by Dr. Toubert Chrétien, Enfield Director General, the Institute will collaborate with the Ministry of Health to implement measures to address any potential outbreak of Mpox disease in Liberia. Since the beginning of this year, 2024, Liberia has accounted for 5 confirmed cases in 3 counties. In recent times, new cases have been confirmed in neighboring countries like Nigeria and Cote d'Ivoire in the region, says Enfield release. The public is strongly advised to take the following preventive measures, such as constant hand washing, avoiding sex with persons suspected of having mpox. Symptoms: avoiding close contact with persons suspected of mpox symptoms, avoiding animal contact, and report to the nearest medical facility should you experience or observe any of the mpox symptoms listed above. Mpox is a disease caused by the monkeypox virus, which belongs to the same family as the virus that causes smallpox. It is transmitted direct skin to skin contact, sexual contact with bodily fluids, or lesions found around the anus, rectum, or vagina from an mpox infected person, and through respiratory secretion and droplets. Fever, chills, headache, swollen lung, nose, muscle, and aches are the most common symptoms. The Democratic Republic of Congo (DRC) has reported a high number of cases this year, exceeding last year with more than 14,000 cases and 524 deaths. So far, clades 1 and 2 are 2 variants of the disease discovered as step of the mpox. About 90 cases of clade 1b have been reported in 4 countries neighboring the DRC and have not reported mpox before: Burundi, Kenya, Rwanda, and Uganda. The Democratic Republic of Congo (DRC), which has reported a high number of mpox cases this year, exceeded last year with more than 14,000 cases and 524 deaths. Dr. Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus, the WHO Director General, said, "We are not dealing with one outbreak of one clade. We are dealing with several outbreaks of different clades in different countries with different modes of transmission and different levels of risk." More rape cases on fourth judicial court's docket. More rape cases on fourth judicial court's docket. As August term of courts begin, the August term of the Fourth Judicial Circuit Court in Maryland County officially began on August 12th, bringing onto the docket of the court a total of 15 criminal cases with 64 civil cases. Notably, the docket includes 9 rape cases with charges ranging from statutory rape, a case of evolutionary sodomy, and an overreach rape case, highlighting the prevalence of such cases in the county. During the opening of the court term, Judge Nelson Channing emphasized the importance of upholding judicial integrity to rebuild public trust in the judiciary. He noted that public confidence in the judiciary is deranged due to all forms of judicial manipulations, interference, and corruption. To restore the lost image of the judiciary, George Shannon noted, requires the seen efforts of commitment of all judicial actors, including judges, prosecuting, defendants, defense and private lawyers, clerical staff, ministerial officers, the press, and members of the general public and the jury. According to him, the manner and form in which justice actors behave in discharging their respective tasks has generally led to the wrong public perception of the court system in Liberia. He underscored the need for George to demonstrate neutrality, adhere to due process, and ensure transparency in the trial process to enhance public perception of court system. A judge is expected to possess some basic qualities to include but not limited to being knowledgeable in the law and being a man and woman of integrity. The fourth Judicial Circuit Court judge said, as judge, it is our responsibility to make decisions in case brought forth before us based on the evidence produced at trial and the law controlling. The trial process should at all times be open to the general public, meaning anyone desirous of attending the trial can come in to witness the trial process, the judge added. Judge Cheney delivered his charge on the theme upholding judicial integrity, a way of working against negative perception. Attorney Adolphus Taylor, the public defender, emphasized the fundamental right to a fair trial and human dignity for all individuals, emphasizing the presumption of innocence until proven guilty. This is how we move quickly to the New Dawn newspaper. Koji urges dismissed employees to seek asylum. Koji urges dismissed employees to seek asylum. Koji has urged that he retain partisans of the ruling Unity Party in their position at the MCC when he was mayor of Monrovia under the CDC regime. Monrovia, August 19, 2024, former Monrovia Mayor Jefferson T. Koji has urged dismissed employees of the Monrovia City Corporation to seek asylum. He did not say where. The former Monrovia City Mayor also described the Monrovia City Corporation's MCC dismissal of government employees as counterproductive. The Secretary General of the Opposition Congress for Democratic Change (CDC) has accused President Joseph Human Boakai of allegedly mandating the Civil Service Agency (CSA) and Monrovia Mayor John Charuk Siafa to dismiss scores of Liberians. In a statement released over the weekend, Koji accused the government of a grand plot that allegedly began with the initial dismissal of 9 city governments of Monrovia employees. The dismissals are counterproductive to addressing the unemployment crisis in Liberia, but they undermine the fundamental ideas on which Mr. Boakai campaigned to rescue Liberia, said Koji. Koji argued that to have dismissed innocent Liberians on the grounds of social media posts is an utter political target against not just those dismissed, but their wives and children. The former ruling CDC sanctioned ex mayor alleged gross human rights violations in the Boakai regime, ranging from alleged police murders against innocent Liberians and grand corruption to sexual and gender based violence. Koji claimed that CSA has conspired with the Monrovia city government and dismissed legally employed Liberians who did not commit institutional crimes nor external threats. Koji believes that Mayor Siafa has proven his incompetence, saying his successor cannot govern Monrovia's state affairs. According to Koji, those who use propaganda to argue governance under Mr. George Manuel rule are now uttering a system of political witch hunts and violating the Constitution of the Republic of Liberia. He encouraged dismissed MCC employees to seek asylum outside of Liberia because President Bouaka commissioned their dismissal. He suggested that they should not endeavor to test Liberia's court system but seek asylum. The action of Mayor Siafa to have dismissed those 9 employees risks their lives in Liberia because when someone is illegally dismissed, he or she sees it as a threat to not just their economic well being but their protection of state security, he claimed. Koji argued that when Assistant Internal Affairs Minister Mark Chapatel threatened certain representative Yeke Koluba, the rule of law was nowhere, and Chapatel still went to work. Additionally, Koji accused President Bouaka of violating the tenure positions of public officials by suspending tenured officials despite a Supreme Court ruling against the executive. The CDC Secretary General alleged that President Bouaka masterminded the reduction of the judiciary's budget as a retaliation to strangulate the Supreme Court of Liberia through its budgetary allotment. Article 18 of the Constitution of Liberia explicitly prohibits dismissal based on partisanship, tribe, creed, and other discriminatory factors, Koji argued. While he was mayor, Koji said he retained partisans of the Unity Party, and his presence at the Monrovia City government did not threaten the survival of Liberian people. Whether you were Unity Party partisan, ANC, or LP, I saw everyone as Liberians, where we could all work together and contribute to our city's ordinance, he said. WIAC employee in court for exam fraud. WIAC employee in court for exam fraud. An employee of the West African Examination Council, WIAC, Liberia, Mr. Augustine S. Sisi, is in court for allegedly leaking mathematics exams to 12 graders in Nimba County. Candidates from schools in Nimba County were out to sit for their mathematics exam when Mr. Sisi allegedly duped their school administrations of over 121,000. After being remanded at the Monrovia Central Prison for days, Cesare was released from detention upon securing a valid criminal appearance bond. He was remanded for allegedly leaking the 12 graders mathematics exam to schools in Nimba County. Following his arrest, the defendant was brought before the Monrovia City Court for allegedly conspiring with 3 others to collect LD 121,000 from the school administration in Tapata City, Nimba County. The Monrovia City Court issued a writ for defendant Sisi, Amos Howard, Hamid Hassan Bokos, and Louis A. Leko to be identified. Defendant Sisi and his co-conspirators were charged with multiple crimes, including aiding misapplication of entrusted property, theft of property, and criminal conspiracy. You are hereby commanded to arrest the living bodies of Augustine SCC, Amos Boa, Hami Ahisan Bangura, and Louis A. Eliko, the court ordered. The court said the action of the accused violated multiple provisions of the new penal law of Liberia. In its complaint, WAEC Liberia said during the month of June 2024, defendant Augustine S. Cesare was entrusted with two packages of 10 of the mathematics examination schedule to be administered on 30 May 2024 in Tapata, Nimba County. Upon receiving information that the examination had been rescheduled, defendant Cesare criminally conspired with the co-defendants and received 70,000 LD, LD 39,000 and LD 10,250 Liberian dollars for the release of the examination. Meanwhile, Wyatt Liberia has described the act of defendants as criminal and illegal. This is how we take a short break. Folks, before leaving you, let me notify those who are watching us from our live broadcast. We have Emmanuel Pizzo who is following. We have Noreen Setrak, he's following from Chocolate City. Thanks for following us this morning. And to you out there through our test drive listening to us, we say thank you. You can make use of our phone's line. You can make use of our phone line. We have our contact number 0772 605521. 0772 0772 605521. 0772 605521. Let us know where you are watching us from and how informed you are about our news presented this morning. This is how we take a short break. When I get back, we continue our news in details from the front page Africa newspaper. Please stay with me as I will be right back shortly.
Focal TV. Bringing you innovation to broadcasting, news, views, comments, and analysis of issues happening in Liberia and the rest of the world. Focal TV. With check and balance, we break it as it unfolds. Focal TV. Bringing you face to face with newsmakers in town. Focal TV. The best online platform in broadcasting. Focal TV, located at Topo Village, Somalia Drive, Liberia. Be the part and experience the best in online broadcasting. Keep Focal.
Hello dear, my name is K. Lyndon Toba. I'm in search of a platform where I can get credible information of our daily happenings in Liberia and the world at large.
Hello, K. Lyndon Toba. My name is Grefina Korishpa. Haven't you heard about Focal Online TV?
You say Focal Online TV?
Focal Online TV is located within the Topo Village community along the Japanese Highway.
Tell me more about the platform.
This platform, called Focal Online TV Daily Edition of Inside the Print Media, does not encourage any form of dialogue between the viewers and the presenters.
Oh, you mean nobody calling there?
No, you can't call on a show. Let me talking out like with no calling there. So all you can do is you will listen to the
Welcome back, folks. Welcome back to the daily edition of Inside the Print Media with your presenter, Greg Financourage Bar. Front page Africa newspaper. Significant damage to Roberts International Airport runway lights as Air Morocco flight near misses runway. A Royal Air Morocco flight narrowly avoided a serious accident at Rabat International Airport (RIA) on Saturday morning. Sources familiar with the incident reported that the plane initially landed on both rear wheels, but shortly after the left wheel veered into a muddy grass patch adjacent to the runway, damaging severe runway lights, which are already sparse at RIA. The pilot did not report the incident to the control tower or airport authorities, as the aircraft was parked at the passenger boarding bridge without any visible signs of alarm among the passengers, where disembarked normally. The situation only came to light when departing passengers experienced a 2-hour delay in their boarding time. It was then that Royal Air Morocco staff informed them of the issue. As a precaution, the departing passengers were transported to the Farmington Hotel near the airport and Time Royal Ambassador Hotel in Unification Town, where they remain while the incident is being investigated by the relevant authorities. The Liberia Airport Authority (LAA) later confirmed the incident in a statement. According to LAA, the aircraft, a Boeing 737-800 series with flight number AT567, had landed safely but veered off the runway. The incident resulted in no injuries to passengers, no structural damage to the aircraft, and no fatalities. It is important to note that passengers on board the aircraft were unaware of the incident, the LAA emphasized. During a routine inspection of the aircraft before its scheduled departure, significant debris was found on the runway, leading to further inspection. The airport safety compliance team inspected the runway and discovered damage to portions of the runway pavement shoulders, with debris scattered along the runways. Upon learning of the situation, the LAA contacted the airline crew through the aircraft engineer, instructing that the aircraft remain grounded until further notice. The Liberia Civil Aviation Authority (LCAA) and the Aircraft Accident Investigation Bureau (AAIB) were promptly informed. An inspection team from both agencies, along with the Minister of Transport, were dispatched to the airport to assess the incident further. Acetaminophen, Liberia donates 40-feet container of medical supplies to Grand Bassa County. Acetaminophen, Liberia donates 40-feet container of medical supplies, Grand Bassa County. Acetaminophen, Liberia, in partnership with Project Q, has donated a huge consignment of essential medical drugs and supplies to the Grand Bassa County Health Team for the use of Buchanan Government Hospital and Passage Town Clinic. The 40-feet shipping container of supplies contain a list of more than 200 items, including bedding and modern medical equipment and materials vital for the operation of medical facilities in the county. This is how we bring a close to our new segment for today. We say thank you for joining us. Thank you for being with us. We will be back next week with interesting tough stories. But for this week, we will be looking at our stories within our country, Liberia. We will be bringing to you information relating to our country, Liberia. Sorry, we cannot bring our international news today. We will be bringing our international news next week. Thank you for joining us. My name is Bekwina Courage Parr. If you are watching us live, this is the Focal Online TV. This is where we bring to you the daily edition of Inside the Print Media. If you are listening to us on our test broadcast 89.5, this is the soon to be Focal FM, where we will be bringing to you interesting news on the daily edition of Inside the Print Media that runs from 10 a.m. to 10:45 a.m. Thanks for joining us this morning. This is how I wish you a blessed day. May God bless you. May God keep you safe. May God protect you from any danger that will come your way today. Don't forget to be peaceful. Don't forget to stay blessed. And remember, never get too attached to something that isn't yours. Never get too attached to to something that is not yours. Never get attached to anything that is not yours. Don't forget to be peaceful. I love you. And this is how we close down the new segment for today.
Hello dear, my name is K. Lyndon Toba. I'm in search of a platform where I can get credible information of our daily happenings in Liberia and the world at large.
Hello, Lyndon Topa. My name is Greg Financo.